You have probably heard about the US claim of a genocide in Xinjiang, where a million Uyghurs, a Chinese Muslim minority, have been put in concentration camps, supposedly. It is strange if there was to be a genocide in Xinjiang. Why there's not an outflow of millions of refugees? Just a few dozen Uyghurs left China to the west with refugee status and grants to be full-time actors for US interest. Why the Xinjiang population has been growing much faster than the rest of the Chinese population. Why Uyghurs have never been subjected to the one-child policy. Why Uyghur language is printed on every Chinese renminbi. Why Xinjiang region has been one of the most prosperous regions by growing exponentially in the last decades. The claim of 1 million detainees comes from a study by Adrian Zenz, a radical anti-communist funded by an entity linked to the National Endowment for Democracy, which we know is linked to the CIA. He had interviewed 8 pro-independence people and made an extrapolation of 1 million people detained. This is a creative accounting, also intellectually insulting analysis. There are education centers in Xinjiang, well, that is true, where tens of thousands of Uyghurs have transited. It was a way for China to de-radicalize the US-funded separatists in Xinjiang. Some of them were even terrorists. China has chosen to tackle the root of radicalization problem, which is poverty and ignorance. By giving people education and a profession, China has given a way out of poverty for radicalized Uyghur people. Well, this is a huge contrast compared to US war on terror, where the US tortured people in Abu Ghraib and Guantanamo and killed 1 million people in Afghanistan and Iraq. There was a US-sponsored terrorist in China, and the same that created the problem are coming back at China for being successful at tackling terrorism. It is like asking the one that put the fire to criticize the fireman. Like Pompeo said, we lied, we cheated, we stole. This is what the US and CIA does. It is a culture of deceit. After the lies of weapons of mass destruction, about the incubators thrown on the floor in Kuwait, the Duma fake gas attack in Syria, Xinjiang genocide is another big lie. Like Goebbels said, if you tell a lie big enough and keep repeating it, people will eventually come to believe it.